Hello everybody, this is Zico. Today is gonna be a very special video that I've been requested quite a time ago. Today I'm going to explain the dynamic poses of JoJo's Bizarre Adventures characters. What's significant about JoJo, one of the most significant things I think in my opinion, is the dynamic poses of the characters and how unique they are. Since we have seen that Araki takes his inspiration from Roman statues and modeling magazine, we're gonna try today to understand how to make a good dynamic poses. So for example here, I'm gonna draw my own edition of Stardust Crusaders, and we're gonna take a nice look at some of the poses that are offered here. For example, let's go for the most iconic one, Dio. As you can see here, that's a certain pose that's pretty cool actually. I don't like to call them dynamic, they're pretty much very unique poses. Like a very one of a kind you don't see in other manga, you know. So, to start, here I have some references to try. This time we're gonna use something a bit simple and that can be easily broken down into pieces. Later on I have ahead plans for the next videos, gonna explain how to draw the lips, the nose, the ears, etc. You know, and at the end we're gonna try to apply that. Here we have Justice League. I know you all ask what this has to do with that. The point is, we have an exaggerated bodies, exaggerated characters, and they have poses, so we're gonna try to kind of mimic some of the poses we have here. Okay. So I'm gonna pick one that's not a bit difficult and not easy. Right, so it's gonna be like something in the middle. This video is suddenly planned, I just haven't thought yet. For example, a pain here, very muscular character. There you go. We're gonna take a bit steady here. Hereby we see a character can be broken into different pieces. Here we have the upper body. This is the neck, this is the head, and this is the jaw. And this is the shoulder, biceps, triceps, etc. The thing is, how are we gonna do that? Okay. While I'm explaining this, I'm gonna pull Hirohiko Araki's own book called Manga and Theory and Practice, and I have a copy of it here that can help us understand a bit further. Here you go. So we're gonna go now for one of the chapters that can talk about drawing, and actually I'm planning to make the book available for everybody, and I'm probably gonna try to scan it as well, like so people can have a bit easy access to it. There you go. That's a simple explanation how they can be drawn, and I'm going to apply that right now while the book in front of me. We're going first with the most important thing in any dynamic poses is the structure of the bone, where the bones are posed. So right here I'm gonna start drawing my character. It doesn't have to be, the point right now is to practice, so we don't have to make something perfectionist in my opinion. And just the point is to understand. We can make as many mistakes as we like. The point is to learn. You know, nobody's perfect, in my opinion. Perfection doesn't exist. So here, this is where we're gonna put the body. Here, this point, it's gonna represent the skeleton of the character. And this is, the spine of the characters. And we're gonna form a skeleton for the character where we can see everything. So let's say the character has a bit of a hip movement, like to this side. So it's going to be like that. Or let's say, and we're gonna follow the same thing as the book, so I rather do that instead. So now we're gonna draw the body. I usually separate my body into like the upper body into like 2 pieces. So for example, here chest, and here abdominals, and then I'll go for the bottom, waist. But we will do that later. We'll think of that later. So here we do the figurine. Where's the shoulders are? So let's say our character has her hands on the hips, and put in mind, this is matter a lot. Your measurement is very important, you know? So, and this is gonna be the hips. Let's say the character has a wide hips. And now we're gonna start draw biceps. Like the easiest way, in my opinion, is when I do the shoulders, this time with a little drop here, and then a little drop here, and then I fold it. And now we're going for same thing, except we're gonna put usually a line here, and here it's gonna be the hand. Let's say this is going to be the hand. Okay, now we're going for if the character is gonna pose up or if it's gonna pose down. That's pretty important as well. And this is gonna be the collarbone. If your character male and female, you know, feel free however you want to shape it. But this is for me my own method. Understand from what I understood from Jojo Fans' book. You know. Remember the tilting in the body. If for example the character moves on this direction, there's gonna be a little bit of zone because the body kind of a bit lifted, you know, a bit more curve here. And here, the thing with the hand, remember you have about 90-degree here movement in the arm. And as for the shoulders, you have 180 degree, like a 180 degree. So like you can go here, 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 and here, and the same thing here. Excuse me, depends, just fell off. Here again, sorry, just took a bit of time, it fell off and I don't have nails to pick it up, that little tiny things. But to continue, this is going to be, as you see, 90 degree. This is the movement from the bottom to right, like from the bottom to the top. So it's gonna be 180 degree. So for example, if I wanna draw the arms here. Oh, another thing by the way. Don't forget the rotation point. If your arm is bended like this or like that. So now, let's draw the hips. With the legs, has never been an issue. You can go as much as you like, and that's also what the author of JoJo's Bizarre Adventures have said. It's not very much an advanced or like very detailed work, but the point is that we could understand. This is gonna be the point of the hips here. The same method, a bit of dry drop shape, and this is going to be the thigh. I think the upper body is a bit higher, about hopefully not. Okay, so here let's say the character is rising the arm up. So here we have a bottom down, and here we're gonna try to do the top part. Okay, I'm gonna use a eraser to have a bit of cleanup here, because I can't see anything. I should put on my glasses. Remember, there's an important thing in the muscle movement when you draw a character, for example, like this. Just to see how much there's a pull. There's a certain there's an anatomy for the human body, which makes up the basic rule for the makeup of a character. You know, as for example, I take here the mode, like here, for example, Justice League. In these books, they put a lot of anatomy work into it. As you see here, Superman, he rising his arm up, and you see there's a bit of pull-up from the muscle here. For example, Wonder Woman is expanding her hands. So there's as you see, movement that, I mean, something like shows up that the muscle is like moving, you know. Let's bring another example. Here, the amount of detail is very magnificent here, but you see the character here. For example, the hand movement, it's like implied that there's it gives a sense of life in it, which is the main point. Okay, I think I should now see. I kind of feel not happy with how the bottom body went, because I was a bit in a rush, but I'm expecting hopefully something good today. So let's see. Since we all, as I said, we're following the basic rule of a drop, the same thing, or triangle as you call it, because the bodies are different types and different shapes. Here, this is gonna be a central point. And let's say we're gonna make something like the JoJo's. Excuse me. If you want your character muscular, you can make your character muscular. For example, here, just don't kind of fix up. Like mix up the symmetry of the muscles. As for female characters, I think I'm gonna make a separate video about it because I'm not planning to mix up anything here. It would be for the better, I think. Let's say we're making cars, simply. So remember, here we go. I'm gonna explain and break it down again. After the head, the jaw, and the lips and the nose, we're going for the body here. Dynamic pose. Number one. First of all, form up your shape, and like the most important thing. And you have to locate where's the spinal move, which will show up, which will make up about 60% of the dynamic pose, or the unique pose, as however we're gonna call it. And second of all, you have to put in mind anatomy of the body, the movement of the bones, which are where the bones are located here, here, and the joints, everything. You have to put that in mind. Waist also, don't forget. The basic build-up for me, again, I make a square like this, and then I drop and I make this V in the middle of this box. That gives me the trap muscles, and then I put the points where the shoulders are, and with the abs, a smaller square here. And now we're going for the bottom. It's gonna be, depends on where, if for example, let's say if the character is like bending backward, the box is gonna be like that, like to explain it simple here on the side. Look. So basically it gives me the character. Let's see. Here. This is a bit rough sketch. So it's something like that, if it's a bit clear. And then you can go creative with that. For example, if you want to make the butt of your character a bit bigger, you have the nice curved line. But then don't break up the rule of the box. I call it rule of the box. I hope everybody enjoyed. This is a little bit quick tutorial. I haven't been uploading this month. I just uploaded once here. I made that episode, and I'm planning on making more episodes. There's a bit of difficulty at this time to organize my schedule, but well, I have a future plan. I'm also planning to do a giveaway when the channel reaches 1,000 subscribers, and I'm eligible for monetization. And I want to say thank you for everybody who have been watching and who have been following the updates. So enjoy all and pose. Oh, by the way, another tip. If you know anybody, friends, family, anybody you would like who could help you with that, they can pose for you. I mean, you can try to draw that. I think it's an easy way. It's a useful way, in my opinion. And to add it to it as well, I think just have fun. I don't think you have to worry about it. I think you should enjoy it. It's really fun, actually. I hope you all have a nice day. Please stay safe. I know there's a big problem with the COVID-19 going on. Enjoy and have a good day. Love to you all. Your friend Zico.